I just had a really strong cappuccino, so please bear with me as I hopefully coherently get through this video. Today is my review of the November Beauty Heroes box featuring Josh Rosebrook. The hero product this month is the Cacao Antioxidant Mask. And then there are two sidekicks, a travel size of the Hydrating Accelerator, which is a toner, and then a very special, I guess, sneak preview launch of Josh Rosebrook's fragrance that he's coming out with called Ethereal. So I'm really excited to talk about these products. Josh Rosebrook is such a unique, interesting brand, one that I have a lot of personal experience with. I had experience with all of these products prior to receiving the box, so I feel like I have some pretty well-formed opinions on them, except for the fragrance, which I've been testing yesterday and today. And I'm excited to tell you about that as well. Basically, I'm just excited to do my review because Beauty Heroes is the best. The theme for this month is We Are All Beauty Heroes. Often we associate beauty and beauty products and self-care rituals around beauty as being a very female-centric thing. Josh Rosebrook as a brand, I think, is really inclusive of all genders and people that are interested in beauty, and a lot of his products are quite unisex in formulation and experience. So that's just kind of something that I wanted to point out that I feel is unique about Josh Rosebrook in the green beauty space. Before I get into talking about the box, I always like to alert you that if you are not currently a Beauty Hero subscriber and you would like to sign up for this box and the subsequent 2 months, because it's a minimum 3-month subscription to sign up to be a Beauty Heroes member, I always have a link down below in the description bars of my videos. I do receive a small commission portion if you sign up through my link. If you choose to use it, thank you to all of you that have. It helps support everything that I do on my channel. You guys are just always so supportive and lovely. So I had first tried the Hero product, I think not this past spring, but the spring before. So I guess it's almost been a year and a half. I had done like a little review and giveaway through Nucia, which is a Canadian beauty boutique, and they had sent me some of this mask to try. So this is what this beauty looks like. Comes packaged in glass and you get a really substantial amount, 1.5 fluid ounces. This was apparently, I didn't know this, the very first product that Josh Rosebrook ever created. He was developing the recipe while he was working as a hairdresser, I think in Los Angeles or somewhere in California is where he's from or based. And he created this to help with his own skin conditions, and it was very successful. He saw great results, and his clients then started asking him what he was using on his skin. So then he started making this product in small batches to give to his clients, and a bit on accident, a skincare line was born. A star is born. What's seemingly unique about this product is that it's kind of a more holistic approach to brightening and balancing the skin. So unlike products or masks that have clays in them, which tend to have a pulling or drawing effect on the skin, they can be too drying or harsh for sensitive or dry skin types. The cacao as an antioxidant in here sort of gently brightens and repairs the skin while also holistically balancing oil production and stimulating circulation. So it's a bit of a gentler way of doing the same thing that a clay-based mask might do. Josh recommends that to get the best results, you leave it on for 30 to 45 minutes. So it is one that you're going to want to kind of have a self-care moment with. It is a little bit on the messy side, so it's best to do it before you're planning to shower. And then the Hydrating Accelerator Sidekick. This is a product I have ample experience using. It has been one of my favorite toners for the last several years, maybe even 3 years I've been using this product. I recommend it to everybody. This is one of the best-selling products in Josh Rosebrook's line. It is purported to be anti-inflammatory, an instant hydrator, toner and light moisturizer, good year-round, all skin types. And this size I think is great for travel or on the go, taking to work. I'm very big into creating like a workspace apothecary because we spend so much time there and my workplace has been challenging lately, so I need lots of products at work. If you've never used this, it's unique to me and that there's not a lot of toners on the market or mists on the market that have this scent profile, which is vanilla, cupcake, marshmallow, the all-natural version. And then the other thing that I actually think is a really exciting inclusion in this box, because I think eco fragrance is still, it's kind of just getting to be, you know, kind of on parity or on par with conventional fragrance, and getting to try an eco fragrance I think is really exciting. So I think this product will be launching, like the full size will be launching in late November or early December. I guess Josh has so far only shared it with a small handful of friends and colleagues during development, so the Beauty Heroes community is the first to get to kind of test it out. Now to talk a little bit more personally about my experience with these products and kind of give you my first-hand review. I liked this product a lot when I first tried it last year or a year and a half ago. It's most comparable to two products that I can think of. Mahalo's The Bean, I think, is the thing it's closest to, and then it's also quite similar to the Little Alchemist Banana Cacao Glow, except that that product is a powder formulation that you have to mix with a medium, either water, honey, yogurt, whatever. And I do love that this is a pre-mixed formulation similar to the Bean. Now, it's a different consistency than the Bean. I find that the Bean is more kind of like pudding-like. This is got a sort of thicker texture, kind of more like a frosting that's been in the refrigerator, if that makes sense. It obviously has a really, really deep, rich cacao scent, and then I feel like I also smell rose. So it does have rose petal in it. It has so many amazing ingredients in it. Turmeric, goji berry, dandelion, rosemary, ashwagandha. I mean, the list of ingredients is really incredible. For the intents and purposes of testing it, I think I've used it 3 times prior to filming this video from this jar. It is more gentle, so if you're used to more intense skincare, I think that this is just really nice to kind of put in rotation. The way that I like to use it is in lieu of a second cleanse. So I'll remove my makeup, and then instead of doing a second cleanse like In Fiore Lustra and Treat or another cleansing balm or something, I'll put this on. And I feel that it really does kind of bring life back to the skin in a very sort of gentle, pleasant way. It's one of the masks that's a great experience. It's really nice to have on the skin. And I think it's just kind of a really nice all-rounder. I don't find the results of it on me to be as dramatic as the Bean by Mahalo for some reason, but I just think everyone's skin reacts to this stuff differently. Like, I know a lot of people see really dramatic results from, for example, the Tata Harper resurfacing mask, and that mask does very little to my skin. And I don't think I have particularly like hardy skin. Do you know what I mean? Or like thick, tough skin. My skin is pretty normal, not particularly reactive, but it is medium sensitivity, I would say, that it doesn't take a lot of product for my skin to react to, but you know, we're all different. Something that I love about this kind of product with kind of a natural holistic approach to exfoliating and brightening the skin is that I'm always paranoid that physical exfoliators or treatments that have physical granules in them are micro tearing my skin. This is something that I feel really good about putting on my skin. Like I'm saying, it's really gentle, really pleasant, very festive for this time of year, and I think it was a great pick. I feel that this box is particularly attuned to beauty being inclusive and for everybody across skin types, ages, genders, all of that. Excuse me while I do a mid-video mist. Okay, something else that I love about this that I haven't mentioned yet is that the mist is super fine. Whoever Josh has sourced his misting nozzles from, A+, because it's difficult, I feel, to get the right level of mist. And I feel like this is just fine enough that it doesn't disrupt makeup or anything if you're using it as kind of like a setting spray or during the day refresh. You know what this reminds me of scent profile wise? If you've ever tried the John Masters Organics, I think it's like the Zinc and Sage shampoo. It has like a marshmallow scent, and that's what this makes me think of. and I love it. And I also feel that it, unlike something like a straight hydrosol, like for example, the Evan Healy hydrosols, those are basically like water. They're a nice like sort of refresh and recharge, but this actually, it's almost like it replicates the feel of like a glycerin spray, similar to something like MAC Fix Plus. I actually think that this is sort of an eco dupe for something like MAC Fix Plus or the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. Not quite to that level, but for the ingredients and everything and added benefits that are in here, I think that this is such a good product, and I've loved it for years, like I'm saying. Okay, and then let's talk about ethereal. So it's meant to be a completely natural unisex fragrance, sophisticated and airy to awaken the spirit with warmth and emotion. A transcendent celestial blend of earth and sky is an ethereal experience. I do like the name. Okay, so I put this on for the first time just on pulse points yesterday, and then this morning I put it on pulse points and on my neck. It reminds me of a Tokyo Milk fragrance that I used to wear many years ago, like 10 years ago. I don't even know if they still make it. A lot of the original Tokyo Milk fragrances are discontinued. There was a Tokyo Milk. It's not, my favorite one was Ex Libris, but they did one called, I think it was called French Kiss. And that's what this reminds me of, with a slightly spicier note to it. Initial thoughts. I think it's a little bit more feminine than masculine, so I would say it still errs to the feminine side of a fragrance. And I, for one, don't really consider it to be like a light, airy fragrance. I think in my mind, I consider light, airy to be more like watery or green types of scents, if that makes sense. To me, it actually has a slightly powdery finish to me, and I don't typically like powdery fragrances, but I do like this. It's quite complex. It's almost like, and I don't actually even know what's in here. We were never sent the list of notes or what's in here, but I went on and I looked at that Tokyo Milk fragrance. Let me look it up again. If it's the one that I'm thinking of, I had gone through like a bunch of Tokyo Milk fragrances back in the day, so maybe this wasn't the one. Mandarin, tuberose, gardenia, and vetiver. But that's not like, maybe it's the wrong one. Oh, actually, you know what it was? It was not French Kiss. It was Les Petits, number 2. Yes. Yes, okay, I'm so glad I figured this out. So this sounds much more like what's in here. Lily, peony, vanilla bean, and violet. Okay, I'm like having a moment on camera right now. I'm gonna be really curious to find out what is actually in here and if there are any note overlaps. So any of you vintage Tokyo Milk fragrance wearers, if you ever wore Les Petits, that's exactly what this smells like, with a slightly spicier note to it, but it's really similar. In terms of lasting power, it's moderate, to be honest. As far as eco perfumes, the ones that I've found to be the longest lasting have been the Infiore perfume solids. I've also found the Vermont Perfumery perfumes to be quite long lasting, but a lot of the other ones I've tried, I would say they have like 1/2 to 3/4 of a day longevity. You know, if you have it in a roller ball or something on the go, it's easy to take with you and do like a refresh throughout the day. It's not that big of a deal. Just to tell you the value of this month's box, full size of the cacao face mask is $60. The travel size of the Hydrating Accelerator is $16, so together that's $76 plus the perfume sample. So I wanted to let you guys know that there is going to be a little bonus Beauty Heroes box this month that's going to maybe be coming out around Thanksgiving. So I am planning to do a dedicated review to that box. It will be a similar structure to the elective quarterly makeup box that just happened. Same price point, same deal. You don't have to be a subscriber to get it, but I just got mine in the mail to test and I am excited. It's really nice. They're calling it a 13th beauty discovery. It's a really good value. It's great for gifting, I think, as we're moving into gifting season. If you haven't yet made up your mind about the quarterly makeup box that was announced last month with Vapor, they still do have some available. They're thinking of stocking some more just because it would make as well just a really great gift to somebody. And then there are some new things in the Beauty Heroes store from KAHINA Giving Beauty, Agent Nature, some new Red Flower products. I'm having such a moment with Red Flower. If you saw my video on Sunday, they're now carrying the Hammam and Japan collections, and now I'm totally determined to like work my way through the different Red Flower connections if I can peel myself away from the Arctic Berry line. They also have several new Om Nutrition products in the Beauty Heroes store, and then in the coming weeks there's going to be a new Maya Chia oil, and something that I'm actually thinking about getting, the Laurel Whole Plant Organics Spiritual Warrior Organic Perfume. I had sampled it when I was at Indie Beauty Expo. It's like an anointing oil kind of rollerball deal. It was so nice. So that's on my own list. And then they're getting some new products from Moon Skincare as well. The Love More promotion for November 6th through 30th is going to be a 1 ounce Osmia Organics Water Lily Body Oil, which is a $20 value. So if you spend $125 or more in the Beauty Hero shop, you get one of those for free. I've never tried any of the Osmia body oils, but if you saw my last video, you know that I'm a huge fan of their bar soaps. They're one of my favorite companies. So that's gonna do it from me and Beauty Heroes and Josh Rosebrook today. I would love to hear your experience with this box, as I assume many of you will probably have received it by the time my video goes up. I hope it's gotten all of you in sort of the festive spirit. Sitting down to do my Beauty Heroes review every month makes me really happy, and they make it really easy to, do the review and be really enthusiastic like a big nerd about it, because the curation is always so thoughtful, and it's just brings so much joy to my life, and I hope that it does for you as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. My sister and her husband are sending me clips of a hedgehog being fed a sugar cube or something. It's like pretty hilarious. I'll just see you guys in my next video soon. Bye.